What's up guys, my name is Way Forward. Welcome to my 10th Java tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll be talking about array. So how should I put an array? So I'm going to give you this definition as a layman definition. An array, let's say an array is a basket containing item of the same type. Let's say you have a basket containing oranges only. That's an array of oranges anyways. So linking that to Java, let's say we have a variable that holds a certain amount of values. Let's say a variable. Okay, let me start with an example. Let me clear this off. But before I do this, I would like to show you something here in my previous tutorial, and if I didn't go through it, it's gonna be a pain in my ass. So what do I want to show you here? So let's say let me check this very well. Okay, let me just return this back. So I did something here. That was after I finished the tutorial, then I was trying to check something. So let's say we were given a case such that we should input a negative number, and with the switch statement we can't just write case minus 5 here. It's not gonna work. Actually, okay, it's gonna work that if we just input -5, but let's say we are given a case to just input any negative numbers, then that's gonna be an issue. So I did something here that so before the switch statement you should use an if statement. So let's say a is less than 0. So I believe we should understand this now. So once we input the value here and it has been stored in a, then there is an if statement here to give it a condition such that if the value here is less than 0, then a equals 0. So for every time you press a negative number, the case 0 is gonna work on the negative input. So let's say let me say you entered a negative number. So let's test it so you see what I'm saying. Let me just trace this up. So you can see now, if I input any negative number, which is -6, you entered a negative number. I believe you understand what I said. So if the number is less than 0, then a equals 0. That's before it starts working in the switch statement. So that is how we use a negative number inside a switch statement. So let's not forget, this tutorial is just about an array. So let me clear the sheet of the screen, so we should just go straight into array. Let me clear this off too. So to declare an array, let's say we have a variable called int a. Int a is an array. So unlike all other programming language whereby the number of elements the array should hold will be inputted directly into this, it's different here in Java. So what you need to do is just int array the square bracket, then new int the square bracket, then the number of elements you want to be stored in the array. Let's say it is 5, then an end of statement. So this is how to declare an array in Java. Int the variable name for the array, then the amount of data to be stored in the array. So to accept an input into an array, then you need to call the scanner, which is scanner blah equals to new scanner system.in. So this is how to create an object for the scanner. So now let's start by accepting an input into the scanner. There we need to use the for loop for I equals 0, I equals 0, I is less than or equal to 4, then I plus plus. So and the second thing I would like to explain to you is that let me declare this. The second thing I would like to explain to you is that in an array, unlike all other numbers which is from 1 to infinity, in an array the index starts from 0. So let's say we want to have an array that's going to hold 5 numbers, like here, which is going to hold 5 numbers. When accepting an input into it, we should know that there is a space for the location of 0, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 5, compared to just starting from 1 to 5. So that's going to take us 1 to 5. So because the index is starting from 0, and then from 0 to 4 it is 5, so we need to, that's how to accept an input into the array. Because here is going to hold 5, we don't need to count from 0 to 5 here, just know the element that will be stored in the array, which is this, is going to be 5. And then to accept an input, we need to start from the memory location of 0. So now to accept the array, then that's going to be int, then I equals to barbell.next int. So this is how to accept an input from an array. So let's now print out the value inputted into the array. So here we don't need this anymore because this is how to accept. Then we need to use the system.out.println. This is just one thing I hate about this Java. It's just to see how this quite lengthy. Then that's gonna be AI. So now what we did at first is to declare the array, which is this, and then to assign the amount of element to be stored into the variable, which is 5. Then scanner barbell is the new scanner I created. Then this is how I imputed the value into the scanner, and this is how I'm going to see out the value. So let's run this program and see. So now to accept this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see I also have 1, 2, 5. So I accepted the value and then I see out the value. So you can see. So let's try something cool here. Let's try to check the minimum and the maximum in an array. So the first thing we need to do is to accept the value into the array. Then the next thing is for us to check. So to check, we need to, let me just cut this because I'll still need it later. Let me just put it there. So this is the second. So the way to check my array is using an if statement. That's if a memory location 0 is greater than a of all the elements coming in, then a of memory location 0 will be moved into the a of memory to all the O elements. So this is how it's gonna check. And after it has checked everything here, then we need to see out the minimum number. I believe we get this. I had to zoom this so it will be clear enough for you guys to see. So let me just explain this over again. I imputed the scanner, then this is my class, and then it is also my main class. This is where I declared and created a new array, and this is my loop statement. So this is where I created an object for my scanner, and this is how I accepted an element into my array. So this is where I'm going to check for the minimum number, and this is how I'm going to see out the minimum number. So let me just copy this. Let me copy this to check for the maximum number. Ctrl C. It's the same procedure. I just need to change just A. So while the minimum is gonna pop out while the greater than is gonna pop out the minimum number, then the less than is gonna pop out the maximum number. So let's run this. Let me create a Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So you see the difference. So let me run this. So the first number is 1 5 this. Oops, expected error, blah 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 blah. Why am I having this? Okay, I just copied the last statement. So what I'm going to see out here is the memory location 0, not the O array. This is going to be 0. So let me run this over again for you guys to see. So now the first number is 2 1 this and 0. You can see the minimum number is 0 and then the maximum number is 8. We can just go by formatting the output by saying the minimum is this, the maximum is this. So let's just run this, and let me put something here also to accept the input. Let's say system.out.println. Enter the how do I want to put it? Enter the, I wanted to say enter the first number. Am I correct? Enter the first number. Enter the so it's like this. Enter the first number, but because it's going to start from 0, so I need to do I plus 1. So we get it now. Enter the first number, then enter the second number, enter the third number, the fourth, and then the fifth. Okay, let me run this. So enter the 01 number. What's this? Okay, let me just try. Oops, this is not what I wanted. I is 0 plus 1. Why is that happening? Okay, let me just put a bracket here. So it's going to differentiate the concatenation sign from the normal arithmetic sign. So I plus 1 is going to be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so let me run this. So this is what I wanted. Enter the first number, which is 3, second number 0, this and this. You can see the maximum is 0 and the minimum is 0, and then the maximum is 7. Why I have a long space here was the next line I did, the break, which is this. So this is a simple way to use an array compared to using an if statement to find the maximum and the minimum number. This is one of the simplest methods to use to find that. So thank you for watching, and always remember to subscribe on my channel. Peace.